That's gonna be a trend in like most of my videos now because I just love that drink. But how's it going, guys? Today we look at a kit that I made. It's a little bit of a rig for a vlog. This is just what I use around the camera and accessories I use around the camera for vlogging. So before we get started, my name is Kyle Kendrick. I am a filmmaker who, in this channel, makes anything involving filmmaking. Obviously, like tips, reviews, and whatnot. So let's get started. So if you want to see the kit right now, I'm not going to show you the camera and the lens I use right now because it's filming me as we speak. But I can show you the actual rig around separate camera. My old camera, the a6000. This is the rig. And the mic isn't connected to anything because the a6000 does not have a jack, audio jack for microphones, sadly, and that's why I upgraded to this camera. But what we're gonna do with this kit is we're gonna look at every point of gear and talk about it a little bit. I've talked about some of these before, but now we get to go in depth on why I use them for vlogging. Also to note, there is gonna be a tiny small little sample vlog that's gonna be in the end of the video if you want to look at that. It's gonna be a little bit long. Sit back and relax, I guess. So let's list out the gear. First thing that I wanted to show you guys is something I just got, since it is gonna be the new thing that I get to show to you guys. And that would be this cage. And other reasons why I bought this cage is because I wanted something that could hold the mic that I'm gonna talk about in a minute on the side, because as you know, the weird problem about the a6400 is the flip up screen instead of the flip out screen. Well, flip to the left screen or right, depending on if you're a vlogger or something like that. So I wanted the mic to be on this side. Some people buy a cheaper little arm thing that holds the mic on the side, like right here. I personally don't like that because I have to put the audio jack on this side, and there's a panel that opens up on both of these cameras. The other one is a little bit more durable. This one I feel like I could break by just pressing on it on the a6000, but the a6400 does have a panel as well. But as you can see, you don't see the panel all over the cage. So if anything were to try and break the little flap, nothing can because there's a little cage there. Also, with all these little screw inputs, I could add accessories. Like, for example, if I am just gonna do some B-roll and not gonna use the vlogging aspect of it, I get to put some more accessories on the side. So it's more of an end game eventually type of thing. End game. But that's why I bought the cage. It's essentially just for more accessibility and for more convenience and protection. Again, the whole surrounding camera body is also covered with metal, so there's gonna be a lot more protection there. So if you're using a GorillaPod, and everyone talks about the GorillaPod problem where it goes like boom, that you got a little protection there. Always use protection. So now that we got the base of the kit, now I'm gonna talk about how I carry it around. I have Peak Design straps. They're not these ones. These aren't actually the straps. For my a6000, I use this cheaper strap that's like a $7 one you can get on eBay. My 6400, I use the Peak Design straps, but they basically have the same little latch that the Peak Design ones have. I just didn't want to bother and take it off. So they don't exactly look like this, but it's basically this thing, yeah. Now what this allows me to do is that I can carry around my camera on my neck, and then if I'm gonna vlog, I can just detach it really fast and then just be like, what's up guys? And that's why I use the Peak Design ones. I already have a video showing you guys about the Peak Design straps versus these ones. So if you want to look into that, that's gonna be in a card up here, or wait. Yeah, up here. Still trying to get used to where that little iCard is, but bear with me. So that's that. And now we've slowly built our vlogging kit. Now for the mount, most people like to use GorillaPods. I personally don't like to use GorillaPods just because they're so janky. I break them all the time. Yes, GorillaPods are breakable. The pods snap out, at least the one I use. So I prefer something more sturdy. Now this doesn't wrap around everything, but it's tiny enough to have a small footprint to be almost on anything. So it's like in between a small tripod and a GorillaPod. And I just put that in one of these little holes, screw points things on side side of the cage, and I kind of like it more on this because eventually I want to get a quick release plate so I can just snap it off like I do with the GorillaPod. And since most Sony cameras are very small in their little bodies, it's actually better to have a miniature tripod because then you don't have a giant arm with a small little tiny camera that you're going around with. Now it's more minimalistic, and you can bring it around almost literally anywhere. I just put this in my little backpack and I just go whenever I want. So that's why I like this. Another cool thing about this is if you're doing B-roll and it's not gonna be showing your face for your vlogs, since you have a cage that has a bunch of screw points. For example, you want a little bit more stability when you get B-roll and you don't have a gimbal with you. You could just screw it onto the side like right here, and then there's this like little screw, and then you can bend this back down. Now you have a little arm rig like this so you can have more stability. I think this is really cool format right here, but that's just preference. But I'm gonna screw this back onto the bottom so that you can see what it looks like in the end. So far we've talked about the small rig cage, and we've talked about the King Joy, and we talked about the Peak Design little straps. The next thing we have to talk about is mic, and like I said, it does go on the side so it doesn't overlap with the screen when you're vlogging. And all you need to do is just slide it in and then screw that back on. Make sure your little dead cat, that's what it's called. I don't actually like dead cats, I love cats. Don't know why I need to clarify that. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know what a dead cat is. And then you just plug this in into the side over here, like I said, with the panel that's protected by the cage. So having the mic up here doesn't actually disturb anything. I prefer it than it's over here because it has this that weird prolonged look. Over here it's still on top of the camera like you do with the regular hot shoe mount. It just gives you enough space to also view the monitor. And the mic I use is actually the Rode Micro, but there are other mics that are available that are like $10, $20 cheaper. I'll suggest them also later in the end of the video. I personally still am gonna stick with this for now, but I do want to change to that mic eventually, just because it is a little bit loud, and that means I could edit in a more fluid way. So this is more or less what the rig will look like after you complete it. So we talked about everything about what each of these things are used for. Let's talk about price points. Now for mics, we could use this, the Rode Vid Micro, or we could use the Movo. I forgot what the exact model is called. The link will be down in the links below as well. That one will be cheaper. It's around $40 on Amazon, and also this one will be around $60 on Amazon. So if you want a cheaper mic that has good quality and you don't want to spend the extra $20 for a Rode mic, then I would suggest getting that one. Now for the cage, it is gonna be $30 for the cage. If you want to go up a little bit, you can get an extra grip on the side like right here. I personally didn't need it. I just need protection for my camera, so I didn't end up buying that. And then the Peak Design one is gonna be around $40 as well. Sometimes you can find it for $30, sometimes you can find it for $40. But if you watch my camera strap video where I compared this camera strap to the Peak Design strap, this one is actually $7, so it will make it a lot. Now that we've talked about the mic and the cage, adds up to $70. The Peak Design ones will just add $7 to that. And then the King Joy itself is going to be only $8 to $9 depending on Amazon. It changes in price a lot, so altogether that makes $40, $70. And if you get the cheap one, that would be $77 plus the $9 from this, and altogether that would make this whole rig into an $86 rig, which in my opinion is pretty great, because the cheaper the rig is, the more you can splurge on your camera and lens. And honestly, in my opinion, the lens is the most important part about vlogging. I'll suggest some lenses eventually in a different video on what I would use for vlogging or other type of content, but for now that's it. But that's it about talking about it, so let's just check out what the vlog looks like. It's just gonna be a short little troll little vlog about me buying pants. Bam! So I ended up coming to work a little bit early today. Ooh, did I drop? So I ended up coming to work a little bit early, so I bought some food, some grub. And now I am gonna test out the vlogging kit that I just showed you in my B-roll with actual practical use. So let's see how bumpy it looks without the stabilization. And yeah. Hey, I'm back. So, let me just, okay, we're all good. So, basically I just got off work. It was really slow. I was bored as hell. Bored. But, we're gonna continually test this rig, and hopefully the audio is good because the mic is on the side over here instead of the bottom like most people have on this side or this side. But we'll see in a little bit. But okay, so final destination of the day of this test vlog. basically we are gonna go to H&M, get me some new pants, and yeah, mainly because I'm starting to, if you notice, dress down in my videos because someone stole my suit, and that's not fun. No one steals my shit. And they stole my car keys, my wallet, and that just fucking sucks. So I'm dressing down by getting jeans and shit. But we're at over there. Simplify.
Your total is going to be $10.78.
You got it?
Oh no, you're fine, don't worry.
I think I got stuck on this thing.
There's a symmetry.
And that concludes this vlog. Basically, just a small little test one. Nothing really special happening in this vlog. It's just mainly to see if this kit works really well. And in my opinion, I think from what I see without editing it yet, it looks pretty good. It does pretty well, and it's just like any other kit. I can't wait to color grade it though, because it's, you know, we're using the HLG Cody Blue profile that he made. But other than that, bye. And I hope you enjoyed that little vlog. It was pretty troll. I just wanted to show off what you're capable of doing with the rig in a simple day-to-day life. But for the question of the day, do you guys already vlog, and do you guys enjoy it? And are you guys planning to do a daily vlog? Just talk to me about vlog. And remember, everything that I just listed for this rig, including the cheaper ones, are gonna be down in the links below. I don't have a personal link for the knockoff strap because they change constantly and those sellers change constantly. They don't actually have a brand, but I will try to find one and put it down below as well. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe. Also, that snap was probably loud, I'm sorry. But of course, caress that bell so you can get notified for my next videos. They do come every Friday. But of course, dream on!